Se puede borrar esto. Okay, Suyerki, next question. Do you think that community assistance is more important to this church than to growing infrastructure?
I don't know.
But in your opinion,
Don't know.
has has it has it always been charged the same way?
Huh?
Has it, ¿cómo se dice? It,
I don't. No. The
has
had
it,
tithe.
tithe.
No.
Has tithe always been charged the same way?
10%. Yes.
I don't remember what does that mean. Can you
Tithe.
explain?
Diezmo.
Siempre el diezmo ha sido igual,
Yeah.
quiere decir.
Yeah.
Estamos, no había
From what
olvidado
I
eso.
understand, it's always been the same. I don't know if that was ever changed, but I know it's 10%. Today, we have to pay 10% to the church.
This is a more personal question for you.
Huh?
This is a more personal question for you. If you have a terminal illness and you still don't know it, and you go to the doctor, and the doctor is about to tell you, but is afraid that you will lose your faith, to tell you the truth and lose faith, or not listen to the truth and keep your faith?
I would keep my faith, because through Jesus Christ, I can live with my family forever. So if my dad dies, it doesn't matter, because I will live with him forever if I'm worthy, and if I keep the commandments of God.
If you were born knowing who your father was, and if you were born knowing who your father was, and you prove who he is when you grow up, but they give you a choice between knowing who he is and getting out of religion, or not knowing who he is and still having faith in the church.
I would still
What do you prefer?
I
Which
would
one?
still go for the church. I would still believe in the church, because I will live with my dad forever. So it doesn't matter.
Do you consider the Book of Mormon as something sacred, or simply a book of good sheets?
Of what? Book of wood sheets. It is something
Wood
sacred.
sheets.
It is something sacred that will help us. It is a sacred book that will help us. ¿Cómo se dice acercarnos?
Closer up.
Well, it will help us be. It will help us.
Closer.
¿Cómo se dice? Nos va a ayudar a acercarse más a Jesucristo. It's going to help us to become like Jesus. So
Become like.
llegar a ser como Jesucristo. Or
What
it's going to teach us the things that we need to do in this life to live with Jesus and God. So therefore, I think it, and I know it is a sacred book, and that we must read it.
Would it be wrong to sell that book and get economic benefits from it in the market? Qué mal, qué
No,
mal.
está bien, está bien. Está bien.
¿Está bien leído? ¿Lo
Yeah,
entendés?
it makes sense.
And your answer is?
Well, I understood it, but I wasn't paying attention. De nuevo, por favor. De nuevo, por favor.
Will it be wrong to sell that book and get economic benefits from it in the market?
Yes. The Word of God shouldn't really be.
Never was like that.
Never was like that.
Uh-huh.
In the olden times, they
In the past.
sold. In the past, they sold the Book of Mormon because they didn't have money to print a lot of them. So they needed other money, or they needed. ¿Cómo se dice? They needed other. Oh my goodness! When people bought the Book of Mormon a long time ago, they charged them for the Book of Mormon because they didn't have enough. ¿Cómo se dice? I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that question because my language, I can't think right in English. But I know that today we don't sell the Book of Mormon. Today we don't sell it. And I know it to be true.
Así va. No, no. No, en el otro pantalón ahí te la pones. Okay, the last question for you, Swiderski, is, does the Book of Mormon name Adams, Eden, and Eve? Does the Book of Mormon name Adams,
Adam's and Eve. It doesn't make sense. The question doesn't make sense.
Why?
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. That makes sense.
Where would you be geographically today?
It also doesn't make sense.
¿Qué significa eso?
Donde estarías no, it doesn't make sense. Giraffically, no sé cómo se dice.
Really, I don't remember.
Geográficamente, güey.
When,
It doesn't make sense, the question. Or the question doesn't make sense.
okay, Swiderski.
Returning to the question about the Book of Mormon
Sí.
and it being sold, today it's not sold. That's important to understand that today the Book of Mormon is free for everyone that wants to have a Book of Mormon. It's free because it is the Word of God,
Ah,
and I know it to be true.
ok. Ok, Swiderski. Acá hemos terminado la entrevista.
Okay.
Muchas gracias por tu colaboración, por tu
Gracias a
ayuda.
usted.
Así que te quería agradecer y bueno, muchísimas gracias.
Gracias.